Alright, what's up guys? We're doing an oil change on a Chevy Tahoe with the 5.3. This is gonna hold 8 quarts of oil total, and your drain bolt will be either 15 millimeters or 11/16. Either of those will work. Then to jack it up, you might not even have to, but just go anywhere along the frame here. Then as always, give everything a good once over, check everything while you're underneath, while you're draining out your oil. So at this point we're getting down to a fairly thin stream. We're just going to let it drip out and then we'll bolt it back on. Just go snug with it, don't over tighten it. Whoever did it last on this had it pretty darn tight and there's really no need for that. But after that we're going to get this screw-on oil filter off. And then, as always, before we put the new one on, make sure that you pre-fill it, especially if you have one of these screw-on filters. It's been proven that you do, in fact, need to fill them up before you put them on. And so, as I said earlier as well, make sure to check everything over. One thing I did notice is that we're getting a little bit too much inner wear on these tires compared to the outside. However, I've already told my mother this is her car, and she knows that she's going to be needing new ones anyway because our tread is getting pretty low now. And also another cool thing is they got these little protractors almost to help adjust not only the front but the rear camber and toe as well. So new oil filter is on, and then as always before you take it off, make sure your old gasket is off, and then when you put a new one on, again pre-fill it and then put a little bit of oil around the new gasket and then just tighten it up by hand. So now I didn't realize before, but this thing is so tall and I'm 5'9", 5'10", and I literally have to grab a step stool because our engine oil fill cap is right here. And as always, look here before you get your oil, and this takes OEZQT-EA. But yeah, this is where we're going to be putting the engine oil, and it should just come right off like that. Cool. And then our dipstick will be right over here, just on this side, and then we'll show you how to read that as always. And one last thing, this does take 8 quarts of, again, OEZQT-EA. So, you know, give it about 7 quarts or so, and then keep in mind we pre-filled our oil filter. And then just, you know, after that, check it, and then make sure that it's in the right, you know, sort of area. So now we ended up only using about 7 quarts, and then another 8 ounces, give or take, plus we have a little bit in the filter as well. But then to read the dipstick, basically all you have is, there are just some hash marks on there. Here, and I'll set it down to show you. See how we're on the left, that means we are full, and there's also 2 little dots on the back that can help you as well. If you watch my transmission fluid change video, you'll recognize this dipstick. It's very similar because it's the same style that GM and Ford use in that transmission, and it's the same style that GM uses for their oil dipstick in particular. So then afterwards, just start it up and make sure that you don't have any leaks. Everything's running as good as it was before. And then that'll do it. And if you made a mess, just you know, clean it up. If you made a little bit in the engine bay, a little brake cleaner and then a rag, you can clean that up. But if you liked this video and it helped you out, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like my other videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Have a good one, guys.